The news comes to you compliments of the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Romney Tartolo Pier Park, Digicel, Tisley Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, and Envy Salon Nails, Spa and Barbershop.
Tisley Cross Cider. Tisley Cross Cider. Deliciously smooth.
Governor of the Virgin Islands, His Excellency John J. Rankin, in releasing extracts from the Commission of Inquiry's report on governance of the Virgin Islands, told the territory today, April 29, 2022, of the top 4 recommendations. Topping them is the temporary partial suspension of the Virgin Islands Constitution.
The Commissioner makes 45 specific recommendations on how to address each of these areas of concern that his report identifies. And I know that people in the BVI will wish to look at these in detail. But in addition to the 45 specific recommendations, the Commissioner also makes 4 overarching recommendations. These are recommendations, and I should stress that decisions on them are yet to be made and will be the subject of discussions in the coming days. But these are his 4 overarching recommendations. First, he has concluded with a particularly heavy heart that unless the most urgent and drastic steps are taken, the current situation with elected officials deliberately ignoring the tenets of good governance, will go on indefinitely. He notes that the people of the BVI deserve better, and that the UK government owes them an obligation to protect them from such abuses and assist them to achieve their aspirations for self-government as a modern democratic state. He states that the continuation of the current situation will adversely affect those aspirations, and that the only way in which the relevant issues can be addressed is for there to be a temporary partial suspension of the Constitution. He accordingly recommends dissolution of the House of Assembly and cessation of ministerial government for an initial period of 2 years. During that period, he recommends a governor-led administration with such assistance as the governor considers appropriate. For example, an advisory council to advise him on the formulation of policy and the exercise of his official functions. The advisory council should reflect BVI civic society. And the Commissioner also urges the Governor to draw primarily on the pool of public service talent in the BVI to advise and aid him. The Commissioner recommends a return to ministerial government and an elected House of Assembly as soon as practicable, with the Governor taking regular advice from the Advisory Council and others on the earliest practicable date on which such government can resume. Secondly, the Commissioner recommends an early and speedy review of the Constitution with the purpose of ensuring that abuses of the type he has identified do not recur, establishing a Constitution that will enable the people of the BVI to meet their aspirations, including those in respect of self-government, within the context of a modern democracy. Thirdly, he recommends a curtailment of the open-ended discretionary powers held by public officials, including Cabinet. And fourthly, he recommends a series of audits and investigations which may give rise in due course to further steps, including in relation to criminal investigations. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the conclusions and recommendations of the Commissioner, which are now for myself as Governor, members of the BVI Government, members of the House of Assembly and ministers in the United Kingdom to consider. Most of all, they are for the people of the BVI to consider. As I've said, decisions on the recommendations in the Commission of Inquiry report are yet to be made and will be the subject of discussions in coming days. Minister for the Overseas Territories, the Honourable Amanda Milling, will therefore shortly return to the BVI to have these discussions with the BVI government, members of the opposition and other key individuals in the territory. For myself as Governor, I pledge that the best interests of the people of BVI will continue to be my overriding concern, ensuring transparent, honest and open governance in accordance with the rule of law to strengthen the foundations of the British Virgin Islands.
That was Governor Rankin during a press conference earlier today in the Virgin Islands. With this JTV News Update, Kathy Richards.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Hey, you. Put on some muscle?
I did?
No.
Rapid growth and reliance on digital systems has opened new vulnerabilities, and additional layers of cybersecurity are required to combat sophisticated cyber attacks. Simply Secure's security management solution helps overcome these challenges. Our service includes 24/7 protection for network devices, computers and servers with automatic restoration, security audits, and penetration testing. Don't wait for disaster to strike. Contact us today.